Everyone, my name is Annie Heisel, and I'm the new gallery manager with the Arts Council of York County. I am super excited to be here with you today as my first gallery talk. This is such a wonderful opportunity to explore the work of the amazing artists on display in our galleries. Today, we're focusing on the stunning pieces in our current show, Delirium Botanicals in Oil and Glass, a dual exhibition featuring the works of Christine Knize and Brenda Pokorny. I'm honored to be joined by Christine Knize, a talented artist known for her striking orchid paintings on monumentally sized canvases. Her work on display in the Dalton Gallery really grabs your attention with its incredible detail and emotional depth. Welcome, Christine, and thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. I'm
I
trying to be here.
Yeah, I just have a few questions for you about your process and inspiration and the meaning behind your beautiful paintings.
Okay, shoot.
Prior to installing the show, you had shared your measurements of the size of your canvases with me, and I knew that they were large, but I couldn't quite register how monumental they were until I saw them in person. They are absolutely incredible and larger than life and extremely detailed, absolutely stunning. I'm curious, what drew you to painting on such a large scale in the first place?
Well, even when I was in school, which is quite a long time ago, I was always painting and drawing large. And one thing I also did was I would like focus on a certain detail. Like when I was doing nudes, I always did the torso. I never did anything else. I didn't like faces or hands, maybe because they were so difficult, but I love doing the torso. And it's kind of the same thing with these flower paintings or orchid paintings, because I only paint orchids, is that I focus right on the flower itself. And it's kind of like a portrait.
What drew you to this particular flower as the subject of your work? And is there a personal connection to orchids that you would like to share?
Well, I've always been around orchids. My mother had a greenhouse in Connecticut where I grew up, and she had orchids. And when I moved to Miami, and about 40 years ago, I my property was full of orchids. And of course, in Miami, you don't have to keep them in a greenhouse; they're in trees, and it's just a wonderful tropical experience. And everywhere you go in Miami, there's orchids everywhere in everybody's yards, hanging out of trees. It's just been something that I just love to do. I don't seem to get tired of them after 50. In fact, I've got five more going on right now. And
Oh, wow.
these are just the beginning ones. And well, there's one another one behind there. And so I work on about five of them at the same time. But the funny thing is that I was never really a realist painter. I was always an abstract painter in school. So now I'm doing these, and it seems to make me comfortable, and it's kind of like it's a project, you know. And I suppose when I get tired of it, I'll stop painting them. But at the moment, I'm just enthralled with them.
Paintings, you're also very busy doing five at a time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, you have to do five at a time because what happens is I'm working with oil paint exclusively. I don't work with acrylics. I don't like them. They're just I do pretty much the old masters technique with hundreds and hundreds of glazes, and that's why they take about 2 months to do. And if you use a color like alizarin crimson or one of those red colors, it takes a month sometimes for that to dry. Even with the thin
Wow.
layers of paint I don't use a lot of paint. And so you have to have a lot of paintings going on at the same time. And besides, sometimes you get stuck. So you have to like put the painting aside. I mean, there have been many paintings I've wanted to just throw out. And by putting them aside and ignoring them for a few months, even a year, you come back to them and you it's a whole new fresh way of looking at them, and you can finish them.
The work in particular behind you, I think the purple one is a
Yes.
great testament to your ability to capture something that's so delicate and it looks so translucent and it's really realistic. And you're saying that it's still in progress, so I'm just blown away to see
Yeah.
what it would look like with a
No,
little
no,
bit
that's
more
finished.
work.
No, that's
Oh, it's
finished.
finished. Okay.
Yeah, that one's
What's
finished. I just have it out because I'm drying it, but it's finished. But yes, you're right about the translucency, and I don't think that's something you can do with acrylics. I mean, I can't imagine doing this with acrylics.
Your work is very different. It's taking something that we see on an everyday basis of flowers, but you're making it to such a grand scale that it's very mystical. And you're seeing parts of this flower that, unless you're looking really close at it, you might never tell. And I think that you're definitely pushing the boundaries of what art is.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that from you. Um, I I just have a real connection with these flowers, and they're also extremely feminine, and even anatomically, they look very feminine. Some of them, I mean, I think some people can't bear to look at them. It just looks too much like uh, a woman's, private parts. I, it's just I somehow relate to this queen of flowers uh, that is so incredibly feminine and colorful and full of patterns, and I just adore them.
For people to be able to follow your work, where can they find you on social media?
Yes, I'm on 3 sites. I just started on TikTok. I do my own social media, so it's not great looking. The one on Instagram is kind of nice. It's at Orchid Painter Artist, and of course I'm on Facebook, and so those are the 3 sites I'm on.
And what's your website for our viewers?
It's www.bestorchidpaintings.com.
Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. I know that you're super busy, and I really appreciate you sitting down and take time to do this interview.
Thank you. I appreciate you interviewing me. You have a
Of
fantastic
course.
afternoon.
Thank